what is your goal after your year as president? What do you want to achieve? And to be very honest, I would love to see our Rotary clubs in the world more attractive for young leaders. And I would love to see many more women in our Rotary clubs. If I can achieve a little bit here, I would be very happy. Please.
そうですね。この1年を通して、またその後どういうことを達成したいかというところをよく聞かれますけれども、それに関して言うと、その女性の参加率を上げたいというところもそうですし、また、青少年とか若い子たちに、このロータリーが魅力的なクラブ、魅力的な組織であるっていうことになるような、組織体制になれるように少しでも頑張っていきたいと思っています。
Thank you. And there is a good reason for that, because our Rotary clubs are growing into age. We see this in the United States, in Australia, in Europe, but also in Japan. The average age in Germany, for example, is 65 already in a Rotary club. In England, the United Kingdom, it's already 75. How can a Rotary club with an average age of 75 be attractive for young professionals? That's why I'm always putting emphasis on being attractive for younger members. Please.
先ほど言った若い、メンバーというか、若い方々に魅力的な組織になってもらいたいところで、米国とかオーストラリア、日本では、そういうところは成長はしていますけれども、ドイツの場合は平均年齢は65歳ですし、イギリス、UK は75歳ですと。75歳のクラブはどれだけその若い方々に魅力的かっていうと、ちょっとそこは注意をしていきたいなと思っています。Please.
Second point, women in Rotary. And I'm so delighted seeing here so many women on my screen here. Congratulations to your Rotary Club. You're exactly what I'm always dreaming of, a young Rotary Club and a diverse Rotary Club.
このクラブ参加しても女性の方がすごく多くてとても、嬉しいですというところでこのようなことを私としては、達成したかったと思っていますというところでこの多様性が重要だというところをおっしゃっています。
Thank you.
Please.
Regarding women, so in Germany, we are not doing very well with our percentage of women in Rotary clubs. So and I'm always happy to have Japan as example, because you are a little bit below Germany in regards of percentage of women in Rotary clubs.
ドイツの、ロータリークラブの女性参加率は正直低いんですけれども、今日みたいに皆さんが、どんどん増えている、女性メンバーが増えているのはとても嬉しいことですし、全体としては日本は女性の多分、メンバー参加率が低いので、それとか頑張ってもらいたいとおっしゃっています。Please.
Thank you. But we are making progress. We are becoming better. For me, too slow, but we are making progress. I'm always telling our Rotary clubs, and I would love to tell this also Japanese Rotary clubs, diversity is one of our core values. Diversity is not a wish list. And there are so many things, diversity of age, diversity of gender, diversity of, yes, different ethnicities, and of course, diversity of professions.
多様性というのは、コアバリューといいます。その先ほどおっしゃったコアバリュー、すごい重要なところで、ウィッシュリスト、欲しいものじゃなくて、やらないといけないコアバリューだというところで感じていただきたいというところで、ダイバーシティ、多様性というのは、年、性別、とかいろいろありますけれども、それに加えて職業という分類というところも重要だとおっしゃっています。
Thank you. Yes, and Rotary is so different everywhere. Everywhere, Rotarians are running a totally different Rotary. It's different in Japan, it's different in Australia, it's different in United States, and again, different totally in Germany. And that is okay, because that's our diversity in the world. And this is one of our strengths, that the Rotary clubs are really fit to the different cultures in this world. And I would like to go to our four-way test, and then I'm coming to the end. But please, I think this is one of our strengths, this diversity in different ways how we live Rotary, because this fits to our different cultures in the world.
ロータリークラブは日本でもドイツでも米国でもいろんなところで違うやり方で存在していますし、そのちゃんとうまく存在していながら共有しているというこの多様性がロータリーの一番重要なことだと、感じています。でそれを共有できていることも素晴らしいことだと感じています。Please.
Yes, thank you. And coming to the last point, and that is our four-way test. And I see that this is part of your program, the next part of the program. And the four-way test is everywhere the same for, regardless what culture it is. And I would put emphasis on the first question because there is an old German addition to this. Is it the truth? If you go today on Facebook or Instagram or internet, you never know if it's the truth. Even if I'm listening some politicians in this world, don't know if it's the truth. But the four-way test is created for self-reflection. That's the most important thing here. And the addition to the first question is it the truth? Am I being honest? Am I doing the right thing? It's about honesty, asking ourselves, am I being honest? And that's so important.
4つのテストで真実かどうかっていう多分一番最初の質問があると思いますけど、それはもうとても重要な、オーネストかどうかっていうのはとても重要なバリューであると思ってますし、現在は世界中どこ見ても、インターネットを見ても、本当の真実の情報、もしくは政治家が言ってることは真実かどうかもわからない世の中において、自分にその問いただす、それを自分で、自身に反映させるというのはとても重要なことだと考えています。Please.
Thank you. Yes, and that's so important in times like today, when we see this pandemic, when we see more and more discrimination or racism, however we call it, but it's definitely discrimination everywhere. And I'm asking all Rotarians, because it's about honesty, it's about doing the right thing. Whenever we see discrimination, Rotarians are not speechless. Rotarians can and should and shall stand up and speak against discrimination, because Rotarians, I think are the open-minded group in this world. Thank you.
このコロナの、感染拡大とまた差別的な行動っていうのはよく見られますけれども、それに対してロータリアンっていうのは、黙っていないでちゃんと立ち上がって、それに対して、そういうことはいけないんだというところを、真実をちゃんと言っていくっていうことはとても重要だと思っていますし、そういうものを我々はシェアしていると考えています。Please.
Thank you. And with this, I would like to end. Was talking enough right now. Let's have some conversation. Yes, I'm ready to answer every question. Probably the answer is I have no idea. Thank you.
今日はご招待いただき誠にありがとうございます。私は結構喋りましたので、ここから Q&A にしたいと思いますとおっしゃっています。Thank you, President Knaack, for the remarks. And we actually collected the questions beforehand so that probably it's efficient for you to answer the question in the groups rather than one by one, because I'm sure that some of the questions related to each other. So I will just open the question list here. All right. So first question is the impact from the COVID-19 to Rotary activity. Probably you talk most of it, to be honest, but these are some of the questions. What is the impact of COVID-19 in terms of the changing or making priorities within the Rotary area of focus? Or what do you think the Rotary meeting should be, real meeting, online, or which do you prefer? Or do you have any plan to continue ongoing activities, including Zoom, after COVID? And what do you think about future in the Rotary Club in post-COVID world? Maybe you can answer in the groups, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, number one, yes, of course, COVID impacted us. And we are a little bit concerned about our membership because so many clubs are meeting since 1 year virtually, and about our contributions to the Rotary Foundation. But I can tell you, yes, membership, we will get the numbers in a couple of weeks. Regarding the contributions to the Rotary Foundation, we see an increase of contributions. So what is really, what are really good news.
コロナの影響っていうのはもちろんいっぱいありましたというと、特に1年間、こういうバーチャルミーティングが続く中において、メンバーが減っているんじゃないかって思うところがありますけど、そのナンバー、その数字自体はそのうち出てくると思います。しかし、財団への寄付という面で実は、増加しているみたいなので、それはとても嬉しいことです。Please.
And I'm very much concerned about our polio efforts because everything is about polio. We had to stop vaccinations last year during the lockdowns, and we are starting vaccinations right now. But of course, we need, yes, some emphasis on contributions to polio. So that's so important because COVID or not COVID, polio is still affecting children's health.
そのポリオのワクチンに関してはとても、懸念というか心配はしております。特にロックダウンが始まってから、ワクチンを接種ができなくなっている状況でしたし、やっと最近再開はできましたけれども、そのコロナがあろうがなかろうが、子どもたちの、健康というのはとても重要ですし、我々のその、コントリビューションですかね、ワクチン、ポリオへの、寄与っていうのはとても重要だと、サポートはとても重要だと思っています。
Thank you. Next question is, of course, I love in-person meetings. I love to hug people. I like to shake hands. I like to have a drink with people, and I like to have to talk with people, no doubt. Let's do what fits to our club in the future. And I would like to see if Rotary clubs have at least one Zoom meeting a month and then 3 meetings in person. Do simply that what fits best to your Rotary club.
もちろん私もフィジカルミーティング、物理的に皆さんと会って握手してハグしてとかそういうミーティングがとても大好きですけど、こういう世の中なのでしょうがないと思っています。で、今後は何がそのクラブに、各クラブにとってベストかってところがうまくフィットするものを採用していただければいいと思いますし、それがオンラインミーティングが月1で、リアルのフィジカルなミーティングが月3とか、そういうバランスも含めて、各クラブに合うものを進めていただきたいと思っています。
So my wife, Suzanne, founded 6 years ago a hybrid Rotary club, a local e-club. They are meeting 3 times a month on the internet and once in a personal meeting. And that's successful.
会長の奥様は、地元でローカルの E クラブを、設立されたそうで、そこでは月3回、バーチャルで、月1回、対面で、例会を行って、それはうまくいっています。
Next, do Rotary have a plan to continue online activities, including? Yes, of course. And I tell you, Rotary International, the board of directors, are normally meeting 4 times a year. in person in Evanston, in our headquarters. Right now, we are meeting nearly every month for board meetings. So we are much more flexible, much more effective, and more inexpensive with this.
以前は、ロータリーヘッドクォーター、本部の方で年4回ミーティングを、物理的に会ってミーティングをしていましたけれども、今はもうオンラインのズームで、毎月、ミーティングをしています。で、もちろん、安価ですし、効果的にまた効率のいいような方法でズームミーティングを取り入れています。Please.
Thank you. And it works with Zoom with simultaneous interpretation in 6 different languages. And we are voting by smartphone, and that works also. And we will keep this in the future. So there are decisions that committees are just meeting once in Evanston and then virtual. And the board of directors will, it is planned to meet just twice in person in Evanston, and all the other meetings should be also virtual.
で、会合も、Zoom の会合を通じてまた、6つの同時通訳も、使ってやってますし、かつ、スマホを使って投票とかもしています。なので、今後は委員会レベルでは年一でエバンストンで、あって、他は Zoom ミーティングみたいな形。理事会に関しては年2回エバンストンで、他は Zoom ミーティングというような形を考えています。Please.
Thank you. Yes, a new style in Rotary. You know, as I said, Rotary clubs are autonomous, and I like that. And it's up to every Rotary club what style they want. There are Rotary clubs that are always meeting with ties and always very formal with a 3-course meal. You know that. And that's okay if Rotarians would like that. But we need a Rotary style, what fits to young professionals, a Rotary style, what fits to young leaders like you in this Rotary club.
ロータリークラブが今後どのように、変わっていくかというところで、その各クラブが一番フィットするやり方がベストですし、それが、物理的に合うことなのか、3色ともにするのかって、そこは本当にクラブのやり方だと思っていますけれども、その変化を通じて若い会員が増えるような形を作っていただければいいかなと思っています。Please.
So, I think the future will be also diverse how Rotary clubs are doing their meetings. And I love this diversity because everything is possible. If older Rotary clubs want to stay with traditional meetings, that's okay. But I encourage clubs, as you know, to be open and to be welcoming young professionals. And with this, I think we have to change our style. And Corona was helping us to be faster here.
コロナがあったことで変化のスピードが速くなったっていうところはあると思います。もちろん伝統的なクラブが伝統的なやり方で今後も続けたいというのはもちろんそれも全然大丈夫です。でも若い、方々を、にとって魅力的なクラブになるように変化して、もらいたいと思っていますというところです。Please.
And now I don't know what fits to your timelines because I saw there are more program points here. So it's up to you. More questions, whatever you want, or going back to the agenda.
We have a couple more slides, I guess. あと10分くらい大丈夫ですかね。Okay, please. All right, we go another 2 slides then. Okay. All right, so another question. The year of RI President Challenge around Rotary. You probably talk about it, but RI is currently looking for more female membership and Rotary actors for the membership development. What do you think about future, Rotary International? What are the most memorable experience as a president this year? And what do you feel is most difficult problem facing RI Rotary International to solve? And tell us why. So.
Yes, thank you. I think I answered the first question, but yes, memorable experience. This meeting today here. So that's my experience in my presidential time, being the virtual president, and it's really fun, and it's inspiring, and you know what, we can change it. And so I'm all day long in Zoom meetings, and that's okay. And I would be happy to achieve something via Zoom meetings.
このような、バーチャルプレジデントといいますか、バーチャルを通して RI 会長をやったっていうこと、またこのような、今日のクラブに参加できたことっていうのはとても、記憶に残るいい、経験だったなと思いますし、私はもう一日中このような Zoom ミーティングをしながらいろんな、方々とお会いできていてとても光栄ですと。Please.
Yes, thank you. This question is a really important one, because that's really about being relevant in the future. And that's about membership. That includes many things I was talking today about. And to be relevant also in the future, we have to change. We have to change that we are, as I said, attractive for young leaders, for the leaders of the future. And I think that's the most difficult problem in Rotary.
ロータリーにとって一番難しいことは、やっぱり会員増強だと思っています。また将来にとって必要とされる組織であることっていうのはとても重要だと感じています。で、若い方々に魅力的なクラブになり続け、そのように変わり続けないといけないというところが難しいところであると思ってますし、課題だとも考えています。
I could talk about this for 3 hours, but
yeah.
But I think
Okay.
that's too much. Thank you.
All right, so we got another more personal question for you. What are the formal service works at some of the example in Germany? And what is the best thing that happened to you since joining the Rotary? And what are the most memorable activities you participated and being proud of being Rotarian?
So service in Germany, I think it's everywhere, like everywhere. I'm asking Rotary clubs to find a fair balance between projects they do at home and projects in countries, in low and middle income countries, to help people there. I think they should look a fair balance between these things. That's so important, and especially in times of this, where there's so much need in the world. It's I'm asking them, don't do any luxury programs, cultural programs, or new toys for kindergartens in Germany. All these things, stop that. Look for really people in need in other parts of the world.
奉仕活動でもどこでも行われていて、でも私はそのドイツのクラブに行っているのは、バランスを取ってください。国内と海外のちゃんと、奉仕活動のバランスを取ってくださいというところで、また我々みたいな組織がとても、今必要とされている、組織でありますので、それなんか豪華にしたりとかアップグレードするんじゃなくて、本当に今必要なところ、必要な人々に発展途上国も含めて、また国内を含めて、そういう方々に手を差し伸べるような奉仕活動をやってもらいたいと思っています。Please.
So the percentage of women in Germany, it's 14, 1, 4. That's by far not enough.
女性の参加率、ドイツでは 14% ということみたいです。Please.
But so in my own district, there are just out of 94 Rotary clubs, there are just 6 without women, men-only clubs.
私の地区では94ありますけれども、6つのクラブが男性だけというところ、他は男女、入れるクラブになっています。Please.
Yes, the best thing. It's for me always unbelievable how many great people you are meeting just through Rotary, everywhere in the world. So we have so many friends, we met so many really great people everywhere. I think that's sometimes like a miracle, and I'm enjoying that.
もう本当に素晴らしい人々と会えるっていうことがこのロッタリーになってて、とても嬉しいこと、とても、ベストな ことであったし、皆さんみたいな方と友情、信頼を育めるというのが、素晴らしいことだと思っています。Please.
Definitely youth exchange. That was where my heart is. That was my step into Rotary. My wife Suzanne and I, we don't have any children by our own, but we hosted more than 40 youth exchange students. And this is, yes, that's our most memorable experience.
ユースエクションいわゆる青少年交換ですね。が一番私にとって、メモラブすごい記憶に残る、ロータリーの活動でして、私と、奥様の間には、自分の子供はいないんですけれども、今まで40名の青少年交換を受け入れてきました。なので、もうそれが、一番メモラブという記憶に残る、とても印象深い活動になっています。Please.
Thank you. Yes, the next question, that's again a question for 3 hours.
Okay. All right.
It's difficult to answer. But as I said, it's about our 4-way test. It's about asking ourselves, am I doing the right thing? It's so simple for all of us. And then, of course, our theme, not my theme. Of course, I love it, but our everlasting theme, and that is service above self. And that is more thinking of the society at large, and not just about yourself and the individuum. So one of our problems worldwide is today the emphasis on the individuum and all this. And so I think, and service above self is a good answer for that.
この最後の、何がモットーですかっていう話はすごい時間が取られてしまうので、簡単に答えると、本当に4つのテストにあるような真実かどうかというところを常に自分に問いただせること、あと、長眼の方針、自分を超えて、サービスアバブセルフというところを、どれだけ、キープできるかというところがとても重要だと思っています。All right. I think that we need to be conscious of time. So, I mean, we only have 2 more questions to go. I guess it's more related to your personal. What are your favorite food, both Germany and Japan, if you have any? And we understand you have the Knaack enterprise, which is a family business. Can you have anything, the essence?
Yes, that fits to the last question. So I was running a bakery company, or several in northern Germany, and they are right now more than 150 years old because I sold it 25 years ago because we don't have any children, and we are quite successful also in producing organic food.
北ドイツですかね、の方で、パン屋を、複数のパン屋を運営しておりまして、で、またオーガニックフードもいろいろ作っております。Please.
What is your favorite food in both? Yes, I can tell you that. My favorite food is definitely sashimi. I love that. Suzanne and I love sashimi. And what we really enjoy, not very often, but minimum once a month.
日本食で一番好きなのは刺身ですというところで、一番多くて月に1回ぐらい、食べておりますというところです。Thank you, President Knaack, for your time today. And I think because of the time limits, we have to probably conclude your speech today. But thank you again.
Thank you listening to me. Thank you for all these questions. And what is also really important today is, please, whatever we do in Rotary, it has also to be fun. Otherwise, nobody would join our Rotary Club meetings. And please stay healthy. That's right now in these difficult times, I think, so important. Please stay healthy. And I'm leaving you for your Japanese procedure right now. And again, thank you very much. It was a great pleasure for me to be with you. Thank you very much.
今日は、ご参加いただきありがとうございますというところで、みんなヘルシーにいてくださいということで、健康でいてくださいということで。
集合写真しませんか？集合写真。
行っちゃった。
行っちゃった。
大丈夫です。はい。 いろいろ撮っていただいたので、今から撮っていただければ、クナークさん以外は